In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 ways to make better videos. If you've been struggling and looking for ways of making better videos and you're like, hey, it's going to cost me a lot of money, I know what you're feeling. A lot of times when you look at YouTube channels, people tell you, you should get a better camera, or you should get this lens, or you should do this, you should be this technical, which can be very difficult for a lot of people. So we're going to be talking about this. Here are the 5 ways. Number 1 is your lighting. Lighting is everything when it comes to video. There's nothing that's more irritating when you're editing and realizing that the footage that you have is unusable. It's overexposed, underexposed, or because of bad lighting. In the beginning, it's hard to know these things, and understand that. It's very difficult because, you just think that you turn on a light and then you shoot. But the thing is, the human eye is different from the lens, right? So what we see as beautiful lighting, the camera doesn't see it. So a lot of times what you're lighting for is for your camera and how to expose your image. But the thing is, you learn as you go. With time, you will learn that lighting is almost everything to do in a video. It sets mood, theme, and helps a lot with quality of the final image. For example, with your color grading. There's a good book that I got off of Amazon that I'd like to share with you guys. This book is called Visual Storytelling. It was written, it's called Visual Storytelling, How to Speak to Your Audience Without Saying a Word by Morgan Sandler. This book is the one that helped me with my lighting. So if you go watch my previous videos, you'll see how much I struggled with lighting. This book helped me understand that when it comes to lighting, you want to think about mainly 3 things: shape, angle, and intensity. So these are the main things that affect the type of lighting that you have and the type of shots that you're having. Sometimes you want to have your light close to you if that helps narrate your story. But for like a YouTube video, this talking heads that we're doing right now, the whole goal is just to have the lights, subtle enough. The second thing that you want to do to improve your videos is to use proper music. Proper music and sound effects. Music helps create an ambience for your videos, and given the amount of content we consume, having unique music that sets the tone for your videos is critical. A lot of times people don't watch your videos. They play the video and walk away and listen to our videos. Having a perfect song and knowing when to cut it helps with the experience. So this is something that I don't really do a lot in that, because the thing is, like, if you're trying to make a quick video, it's very difficult to go find like the proper song and to properly score your video and stuff like that. But having music in your videos, it just helps set it apart because it sets the mood, right? If you're making a soothing video, then if you're gonna have like a soothing instrumental with it, it's something that you can think about doing. The third thing that I would recommend is VFX. Now, I know that you're probably saying, hey man, I'm not about to start learning After Effects. You do not have to master VFX, but you just have to have some form of VFX within your videos. You see in my videos how I have moving text, when we introduce the video and we introduce the topic, we all have those VFX effects happening. The good thing is, in 2023, you don't necessarily need to learn these skills. All you need to go to sites like Motion VFX and just buy your VFX effects for yourself, and that's the cheat code. There are free sites, if you look at places like Pixel and stuff like that, where you can find some free templates to use within your videos just to help you spruce it up and make it a little bit different, The fourth thing to consider is angles. You can almost tell someone doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to video by how they position the camera. Nothing wrong with being artistic, but you want to be conscious of what you're doing. How you position your camera. If your camera is looking up, it depicts all. So if you're shooting a video like this and we are looking at you from a high angle, that shows authority. And then if you're shooting from on top of people, that shows, like you're timid. And then if we are shooting at the angle that we're shooting, we're friends, like we're sitting eye to eye, right? So you have to think about the angles, the type of angles that you use in your camera. Because it affects how people who are watching you look at you. You don't want people to be looking down on you. You don't want people to be looking up at you. At some point, you want to be friendly. You want to be a little bit to the side. You want to think about your composition, which takes us to tip number 5, composition. So when it comes to video, it's all about aesthetics, and you also want to understand what the human eye does. The human eye doesn't focus on one thing. So in most cases, when it comes to video, our eye will go onto the thing that's brightest. You know, whatever is the most brightest thing, that's what attracts us. So in most cases in videos, because the lighting is focused on the individual, that's where we focus on. However, within time, our eye starts to wander, it starts to look around. So you want to really think about what's happening surrounding you. You want to think about, oh, what do I have behind me, your background? What do I have? Is it clean? Is it sharing the same image that I'm trying to convey to people? So you want to think about these things when you're making your videos. I try sometimes just to have books as my props because I'm a filmmaker. I have a film thing, and then because I'm Uncle Kevin, there's a K. So these are some of the things that you just want to be thinking about. The other thing is, another tip that I'll add to you is, think about the time that you shoot your videos. Shooting during the day helps because you get that lighting. Right now, I'm not using the window light because I'm shooting at the night. But having that light, if you don't have money to buy expensive equipment, expensive lights, you can use the sun to light your videos. Or you shoot in the dark so that you have more control over the light that you're putting into your video. You want to clean, like I said, clean up your background. You also want to learn your software. So one of the best ways to get the most out of your video edits is learning a lot about your software. It's crazy the amount of things that these softwares can do, like the edits. You know those camera movements. You can do these things in your edit software. So you want to learn that, and it'll help you learn your camera as well. Learn more about your camera. Do a lot of research, like how do I do this? How do I do this? With Sony, you have almost 11 different picture profiles. Learn what those profiles do and what you can do better with them, and how you can incorporate them into helping you become more creative. With that said, if you feel like I left out any tips, let me know in the comment section which tip we will be using in your next video. And yeah, I don't know, drop it to the channel so that we can check it out. Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'll be seeing you in the next one.